Hi Scorpio, this is your October monthly tarot reading. I do 5 separate spreads in my monthly reading. So I have a spread on new love, a separate spread on love in an existing relationship or marriage. I'll do an X spread. We'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances. And we'll get you an advice for the whole month of October. Please like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is a new love in the month of October. We have the Queen of Cups, we have the Two of Wands, clarified by the Three of Cups, we have the Wheel of Fortune, clarified by the King of Wands. In the potential outcome, we have the Magician with the Two of Cups and the Three of Pentacles, and we also have the Chariot on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or a Gemini, or a Cancer. This is actually a very similar reading to some other zodiac sign. You will have a decision to make whether you want to go to a particular event or not. And if you do go, I think the outcome will be positive. Let's just put it that way. Right? So the very first card that came out is the Queen of Cups. That's you, Scorpio, right? Male or female, absolutely doesn't matter. Then we have the Two of Wands, clarified by the Three of Cups. This is you trying to decide whether you want to go to a party, event, gathering, concert, show, a birthday party perhaps. The Three of Cups clarifying the Two of Wands. This is a card of a celebration, which in this case translates to, one of those events I just mentioned. And I don't know if you're going to be invited by this King of Wands that we have in the middle. That's the person you're going to be dealing. You could be invited by them, or you could be invited by some other person or friends or what have you. And that's where you're definitely going to be interacting with that person if you do go. Right? The Wheel of Fortune, the next card over, it could be interpreted as you're actually going somewhere, or the Wheel of Fortune is the start of a new cycle between you and this King of Wands, clarifying the Wheel of Fortune. Right? The King of Wands could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or somebody with a lot of fire in their chart. If they're not a fire sign, they could also be somebody who is a leader, somebody who is with an initiative. They could be like a boss figure, right? So yeah, it will play out differently depending on your particular situation. For some of you, you may meet this person online and they may say, hey, I've got tickets to this show or a concert, or hey, there's this party or an event happening. Why don't you come? Because I'm going, right? One of those scenarios. But there's definitely some kind of an event that you'll be going to. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot. The Chariot could be Cancer you're dealing with. The Chariot is a card of also going somewhere. The Chariot is a card of victory, success. It's a card of moving forward and not looking back. It's one of the fastest cards in the tarot deck. So yeah, it's a great card. It's a very powerful card too. In the potential outcome, we have the Magician with the Two of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. The Magician could be a Gemini you're dealing with, or the Magician is a card of, manifestation, and at the same time, it's a card of taking action. The Magician's got all the tools they need at their disposal. And they're using those tools, right? So this is you guys starting to, see if you can work it out. See if, you'll go out a couple of times, you'll go out to dinner, you'll go out for a walk in a park or on the beach somewhere, all kinds of things. The Magician is a very active card. Then we have the Two of Cups, right? That's you and this new person coming into your life. The Two of Cups is a card of a soulmate connection. It's a card of two people feeling the same way towards one another. It's a card of unconditional love. It's also a card of two people, seeing eye to eye. Right? The Three of Pentacles right next to the deck. This is the two of you. If you do decide to get the show on the road, this is the two of you building this connection from the ground up, making sure the foundation is solid so it doesn't fall apart in the future. In my opinion, the Three of Pentacles is a fantastic card to have, because this is when two people, both parties put time, effort, whatever is necessary into it, because both people want it to work out, both people see the potential, and therefore it makes sense for them to start building this from the very beginning, right? This is when both people are on the same page, just like two people are on the same page in the Two of Cups. And yeah, this looks very promising. It really does look very promising, Scorpio. I think this person is serious about you, right? They may come off as somebody who is very active. The King of Wands could be somebody who is very active, goes to parties, communicates with people, interacts with people. But when it comes to you, I think they'll be very serious about you, right? And I think you'll be serious about them. Perhaps you're going to be a little bit afraid that you're going to fall for this person. That's why you have your doubts with that 201s. But, I think you guys have a chance. The Three of Pentacles, like I said, is a very serious card. All right, so yeah, I think you guys can definitely make it happen. All right, really happy for you, Scorpio. Congratulations. Scorpio, if you'd like to see the extended for this new love spread, the link is in the description box down below. In the extended, I'll do a couple or more spreads, maybe 3 spreads. We'll see how it plays out. We'll take a look at what to expect between you and this person moving forward, and we'll get you an advice for this whole situation. Scorpio, if you are already married or if you're in a relationship, the spread is for you. We have the Empress clarified by Death. We have the Hangman clarified by the Four of Swords. And we then have the Two of Pentacles clarified by the Lovers and the Fool on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with Libra, Taurus, Gemini, or Aries. There is some kind of a tough decision that you'll have to make that involves taking a risk, taking a leap of faith, doing something you haven't done in the past. And it's going to occupy a lot of your time. That decision-making process. And I don't know if this is you or both of you thinking about. Hopefully both of you, because this is a couples reading, right? The Empress, the first card that came out, that's you. And I know that because I clarified the Empress and Death came out. Death is your major arcana card, so that's you. The Empress is either a wife or significant other figure or a mother figure. So that's definitely you. Then we have 4 cards on the table. All those 4 cards are talking about you having to make a decision, right? And the thing about this decision, you're not going to be rushed into it. You will have time to think about it, and time you will take. We have the Hangman clarified by the Four of Swords. Those are the two slowest cards in the tarot deck, and one is clarifying the other. The Hangman is a card of stagnation, nothing happening. The Four of Swords, this is you just taking a break, thinking about it. For some of you, you may even go somewhere to think about it on your own, or perhaps both of you are going to be, kind of separating yourselves from the rest of the world to think about it. And then we have the Two of Pentacles clarified by the Lovers. The Lovers could be a Gemini and you're dealing with, but the Lovers is a card of a choice, and so is the Two of Pentacles, right? The Two of Pentacles is a card of weighing pros and cons, trying to understand if you want something, if you want to do something, or if you have multiple options, then you are looking at your options and comparing them. The Fool on the bottom of the deck, this is what it's all about. The Fool is a card of taking a leap of faith, taking a risk, doing something you haven't done in the past, something brand new, something risky, and perhaps that's why it's taking you all this time to think about it. It could be about anything. I don't even want to give you examples because it could be literally about anything. But what's important is that you will definitely have an important decision to make, but again, you're not going to be rushed into it. All right? Cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Scorpio, this month. Keep in mind, it could be somebody from a couple of months ago, a year ago, or a couple of years ago, so it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. We have the Page of Wands clarified by the Knight of Cups. We have the Moon. We have the Six of Cups clarified by the Two of Cups, and we have the Hierophant on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. We also have Taurus, perhaps a fire sign as well. This person is definitely your soulmate, Scorpio. Alright, and I know that because there's 2 soulmate cards on the table, and one of them is clarifying the other. The Hierophant could also be a soulmate card, right? But yeah, the Six of Cups and the Two of Cups are both soulmate cards. The Six of Cups is a card of somebody coming back from the past. And the Two of Cups is an amazing card. It's a card of unconditional love. It's a card of 2 people, feeling the same way towards one another. The Page of Wands, the first card that came out, this is how it's all going to start. They're going to reach out to you, and it's going to be kind of like casual, and they'll be like, hey, how you been? I just saw this movie, or I just heard this song on the radio, and I thought of you because I remember how we went to see that movie together. Remember that used to be our song, or we went dancing together. You get the idea. It's going to be kind of like casual. right? But this is a facade, right? This is just an excuse to reach out to you. What they really want is to get back together with you, right? The Page of Wands is clarified by the Knight of Cups. It could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, but the Knight of Cups, you know, this is the most romantic night out of all 4 nights. This is, so expect a very romantic gesture. And perhaps they will even, when, I'm not going to say if, when the two of you, get together for that cup of coffee or for a walk in a park or what have you, they'll be talking love. They'll be expressing their feelings towards you. The moon in the middle, it could be a Pisces you're dealing with. The moon could be a card of fear, right? So perhaps you are a little bit fearful to give this person a second chance. The moon could also be a card of something hidden emotions in this case, because the moon is one of the most emotional cards in the tarot deck. But again, I think the two of you can patch things up because of those 2 soulmate cards and the Hierophant on the bottom of the deck. It could be a Taurus, but it is a card of something traditional, like a committed relationship or marriage. It's also a very spiritual card, right? So yeah, I think you guys can work things out. All right, cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Scorpio, in October. We have the 7 of Cups clarified by the 5 of Pentacles. We have the 6 of Wands clarified by Death. We have the 6 of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Well, things are going to start looking good for you if you are not doing so good right now, or will not be doing so good in early October. We have the 7 of Cups clarified by the 5 of Pentacles, the 7 of Cups by itself, it could be a card of a multiple choice or a card of unclarity. It could be a card of confusion. The 5 of Pentacles, clarifying it is, I think that's why you're feeling this way. For some of you, you may feel like you're left out in the cold. Perhaps you went through a few interviews if you've been applying for a new job, or if you've applied for, say, government assistance or something else, you applied for something else that has to do with finances, and you haven't heard back from them. Or the 5 of Pentacles, this is you experiencing some financial difficulties, and that's why you're frustrated and confused and unclear as to what's going to happen next. What's going to happen next is a victory. The next card I came out is the 6 of Wands. It's a card of victory, success, recognition, right? Triumph, Death, clarifying the 6 of Wands. That's you. That's your major arcana card. Your major arcana card came out in quite a few readings so far. That's good. That's really good, Scorpio. That's your major arcana card. You are definitely feeling in your element, right? The Ace of Pentacles is the offer or money or assistance coming your way, and I think it's going to be even more than what you anticipated, because the 6 of Pentacles right next to the deck. Now you will have to decide what you want to do with all that extra money, or if you have multiple offers coming your way, you will have to decide which of the 2 or 3 or 4 offers to accept. Okay, so yeah, cheer up. Things are going to start looking up for you. All right? Cool. Here's the advice or word of wisdom for you, Scorpio, for the whole month of October. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the Ace of Wands clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. Then we have Death clarified by the 6 of Wands. And we have the 2 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or I guess a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Again, the Death card showed up. I can't remember if your major arcana card showed up in every single reading, in every single spread in this reading, but you're definitely feeling good. You are in your highest vibration possible, right? And I think the spread is kind of like a repeat of the first spread, the New Love spread. I just actually looked it up. In the first spread, we had the King of Wands, clarifying the Wheel of Fortune, and in this spread we have the Wheel of Fortune clarifying the Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands, I believe, belongs to that King of Wands, right? Because the King of Wands is holding up a wand. That's exactly the wand we see in the Ace of Wands. And the Knight of Cups, the first card that came out, is a love offer coming from them, right? Genuine, authentic love offer. This is the most romantic night out of all 4 nights. It's often called the Knight in the Shining Armor. And yeah, the Wheel of Fortune is the start of a new cycle between you and them. It's a major arcana card. Death is clarified by the Six of Wands. I clarified death. I clarified your card asking how will Scorpio feel about what's going on, and the Six of Wands came out. Yeah, you'll feel good. It's a card of victory, success. It's a card of feeling good about what you're doing and what's going on with you, right? And the Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck is also a repeat card. We saw it in the first spread. This is, you guys are soulmates. This is a card of two people in love with each other. So yeah, this looks good. So from the advice perspective, the advice for you, I guess, is to move forward with this person. You can do whatever you want. You can watch the extended also if you want. But the advice for you is to give this person a chance. It looks good. It looks really good. All right, Scorpio. So that's what I have for you for this reading for this month. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe. And other than that, Scorpio, have an amazing October.